To have more productive conversations about gun violence, there's one very simple thing we can do. Learn the basics of firearms. What are they called? How do they work? And how are they used? In this video, we hope to provide a simple yet comprehensive overview for those who are unfamiliar with guns. Uninformed discussions about guns may make gun owners feel alienated. When we're willing to learn, we can become more credible messengers. We hope this helps to make it easier for you to have productive conversations about gun violence. When we talk about guns, it's important to keep in mind that laws used to regulate them are largely based on how they're classified as weapons. These classifications are determined by a gun's unique mechanics, physical features, and power potential. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or ATF, is the federal authority that uses this information to define firearms and issue federal regulations. Let's begin with the most basic way to categorize firearms. We can break them down into two buckets. One bucket is for handguns. The second bucket is for long guns. Each of these buckets primarily tells us what a gun looks like. The categories describe a gun's general size, which automatically says a bit about its function. Therefore, when we divide guns into these two buckets, we can learn about their purpose, why they're used, how they're used, and who's likely to use them. Handguns are what they sound like. They fit in one hand, so they're fairly small and easy to carry in a pocket, purse, or car. There are two different kinds, pistols and revolvers. Handguns are mostly used for self-protection. They're also the most common type of gun used in crime and violence. Next are long guns, which again are what they sound like. They're longer than handguns, such that you usually need a second hand or support of a shoulder to shoot. There are a few kinds of long guns. Rifles and shotguns are the two most popular, commonly used for precision shooting and hunting. Other long guns include machine guns and submachine guns. They are mostly illegal, which makes them extremely rare. There are different types of ammunition used in guns, but no matter what, all guns need ammunition to fire. This brings us to another way we classify guns, by their action. Action describes the internal mechanics of how ammunition is loaded into the chamber. When the trigger is pulled, an applied force then pushes that ammunition through the barrel and out of the muzzle. Some guns require manual action to load and fire a single shot. After each time the trigger is pulled and a shot is fired, the next round of ammunition must be manually loaded before the gun can be fired again. Guns of this kind use a variety of mechanisms. They can use lever action, pump or slide action, bolt action, or top brake action. Every one of them requires the shooter to manipulate the gun in a certain way to load the next round of ammunition. In contrast, many guns automatically load. The reaction caused by firing these guns generates enough energy to load the next round. These are called self-loading or auto-loading guns, and they break down further into two general types. 1. Semi-automatic, and 2. Automatic. In semi-automatic guns, rounds are automatically loaded, but only one shot is fired each time the trigger is pulled. Automatic guns also load automatically, but can fire multiple continuous shots until the trigger is released. Semi-automatic guns are very prevalent, but automatic guns are tightly regulated and for this reason are not commonly used. All guns made by federally licensed manufacturers must be marked with a serial number and manufacturer name, among other identifying details. This information helps law enforcement trace guns recovered from crime scenes. Serial numbers and manufacturer IDs can help law enforcement examine a gun's history to identify sellers and purchasers. This may help intercept illegal trafficking or selling. Guns manufactured at home or by unlicensed manufacturers may not require the same set of markings. As a result, these guns may be untraceable. They are often referred to as ghost guns. As of May 2021, the ATF is seeking to change federal rules to limit ghost gun manufacturing. But the ATF recently started using the term privately made firearms, or PMFs. We hope this video has provided a useful introduction to firearm basics. And we hope you'll use what you've learned to engage in more productive and informed discussions about gun violence.